Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park this week against the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. A 5-game series starting Wednesday with first pitch at 6:30. Thursday at 4 p.m., it's Jewish Heritage Night. Friday at 7 p.m., it's Soccer Night and kids glow around the bases postgame. Saturday at 6:30, it's Broadway Night with postgame fireworks and Broadway Rave. Sunday at 1:30, it's Military Appreciation Day and the kids run around the bases.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
I love Bo Dietl. Come on, Bo, baby. Tuesday morning. What's going on today, my brother?
All right. Before we start going in, I'm going to try to be calm this morning because a lot of people say, Bo, you're going to have a heart attack. That won't be good because I got to fight with you, Sid. When you run for mayor, I got to be at your side.
Damn right.
But let me tell you something. We got to put a big shout out to our friend Vinny Viola. I was with him at the Belmont Stakes up there, and he won the Belmont Stakes. I was with him in the Kentucky Derby. He won that. He won 2 major races there along with Ken Langone from NYU Hospital and Home Depot. What a great day for Vinny Viola, one of the most deserving guys in the world. He had his whole family, his grandchildren. Everybody was there. It was such a happy day.
He's such a beautiful guy, and he's won the last 2 Stanley Cups, and he's still the reigning Cup champs until Vegas finishes their series with Carolina. And like you said, He won 2/3 of the Triple Crown races, and his horse didn't run in the Preakness, so Golden Tempo is yet to lose a big race this year. And you also got to send a shot. I know you're very, very close with Vinny, but how about his female trainer, Cherie DeVoe, the first female trainer to win 2 of those races? Bo.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it was so great to be there. Sid, I wish you were there. The everything was so beautiful. Everybody was happy. Awesome. So let's go right into last night, Sid. You know what? Like always, you're on the money on this. You know, this is the new atmosphere that's going on in this city. You don't have to look too far. What I tell everybody, and I tell this mayor, do you know where Canal Street is, Mr. Mayor? He probably couldn't find it on a New York City map. Go to Canal Street. What it looks like a war zone. It looks like New York 1970s. Garbage, filth, graffiti, selling everything. These were a bunch of illegal criminals that are just, nobody can touch them. Nobody deals with them, and it's going on. When the cops go up to them, last night, my offices are near Bryant Park. I talk to cops. Couple of them still know me. There's so many young cops there that don't even know what a Bo Dietl is. And you know what? That just shows you the experience level that are out there because all the old-timers and the ones with experience are all leaving. Now you got a bunch of young people there who are inexperienced, and now they're told you can't get involved. You know, cops used to be proactive. And when somebody spit on a cop or threw something, they would react. Right now, what they're told to do is back off.
Stand down.
And this all started. And wait 1 second now. We have a communist, socialist, punk, scumbag mayor, Mondumi. He now supports this. He hates the cops. He is out there, and he knows one thing, that he doesn't like cops.
Yeah, but you have to admit, you were about to say it all started with the guy that you ran against, and God, I wish you would have won. It really all started with, and he wasn't as bad as this guy, but he was maybe the second worst ever, Bill de Blasio.
Right, and then all of a sudden, we thought we had our ex-cop, Eric Adams, the criminal.
Stunk.
Yeah, criminal. I'll call you a criminal, Eric, because you could have been reelected and we wouldn't have this scumbag Mondumi if you weren't so busy with your culprits all around you, robbing this city. Remember the $7 billion no-bid contract? I'm not going to forget about it because right now we got this. And we have these city streets now that are overrun. The direction of this mayor to the police department, not with our great police commissioner, to the police, they're not to deal with these motorbikes. I almost got run over yesterday, one of these battery operated things.
Again?
No license plates, no license, no insurance. People are going to get killed. Here's the one I really love, Sid. I drive in my car, I get a ticket in the mail. I was going 12 miles an hour in a 10-mile-an-hour zone. These son of a guns are driving at 40 miles an hour, almost hit me. Nobody bothers them. This is what's going on. And remember, we have an ex-mayor. Why did Mayor Eric Adams become an Albanian citizen? No extradition. Hey, Eric, you know what? Get out of the city. Will you put us into the toilet bowl? And all of a sudden now we're talking about this this whole idea of what this mayor is all about. All the people around him are these DSA candidates funded by these PACs. This is a takeover. New York City, and they're going to spread it across our country, and we're going to see something happening. And all these candidates are getting elected, of course. Look what's happening in L.A. Look what's happening in California. Look what's happening all over our country. Sid, this is really a problem because people are seeing it before their eyes.
Yeah.
I am staying. I am fighting. But, Sid, this beautiful, beautiful city, when you have a mayor who just wants to do one thing. He wants to let every illegal criminal release them out there. If you assault a cop, you know what happens? They'll bring you to the station out, maybe, and then they release you. No bail, no bail. But I tell you what, my friend Holman's coming back. Hey, Mondummy, what are you going to do when Holman starts locking up these illegal, violent felons? What are you going to do, Mondummy?
That's a good question. I actually had Holman on the show last Friday, and for people that don't know, not only was Bo Dietl one of the greatest cops in the history of our city, but truly an honor, and I'm thrilled for him. He was appointed by President Trump. He is, as we speak, on the Homeland Security Committee, which is a very, very, very big deal. I had Holman on the show last week. I said, are you going to start to arrest? Forget about the illegals. What about people like Mamdani and Hochul and Gavin Newsom, all these politicians? He said, Sid, the DOJ is looking into it. If you get in our way, you become a criminal. The truth is he's never going to do it. He's not going to arrest Mamdani. But you ask, what is Mamdani going to do? And the truth is, he can't do dick. He can't do nothing, can he?
Well, look at as far as Newark, New Jersey, with that detention center over there. The people that were there, 95% of them from out of state. This is all part of the Democratic Socialists of America to take over. They want confrontation. Don't people see stupid people? You're out there. Oh, but they're not eating good. These guys used to drink urine when the whole country used to drink out of a cesspool. Now they're worried about their diet. And when they looked in there, they were being fed pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, this is just issues to go against President Trump. They want one of these demonstrators to get killed, just like what happened in Minnesota. Because once that happened in Minnesota, all the gloves are off, and now every ICE person is brutal and this and that. This is bullcrap. Where do we stop? I'm asking people of New York City and of this country, look where we're going. Man, I'm old enough to see it, 1970s. 1970s that happened. The bad part about 1970s, we were able, as cops, to lock these scumbags up and put them in jail. And if the recidivism was there, we put them in jail. Now, it's a joke. Smack a cop. You go in, you'll be out. And look at, even with when you got this Mondummy, crime is down. How dare you say crime is down? 6 people stabbed on the subway. Hey, Mondummy, what happened to your community violence people that were going to take over with the mentally ill? Another lie. You're a freaking liar, Mondummy. And when I see you, you know, when I saw you outside the White House, I put my finger right in your face, and I'll do it again, Sid. You know what? And I want him to make a motion. I may have to let one go. I don't really care. But then again, if I let one go, as far as slap him in the face, maybe I'll get no bail like everybody else.
No, they'll screw you. No, those if you know they'll hang you out to dry. Yeah.
But you know, when you got to look at all these candidates and what's happening, this is now becoming a crusade of the reversal. The Democrat Socialists of America are controlling everything. And even that other scumbag, my old doctor. I went to this doctor, this guy from New Jersey. What the hell is his name?
Oh, there? Hammerway. Adam Hammerway. Yeah.
Yeah, Hammerway.
Oh, what about him?
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. How about this lady? He already won in Jersey. He's going to win in November again. Trust me. But this lady, that Mamdani, this prick, is actually endorsing for Congress, who went to an anti-Israel rally. You ready for this? October 8th, 2023, they were still raping girls in trucks, beheading babies, finding body parts all over Israel, and this lowlife son of a bitch was at an anti-Israel rally, and Mamdani's endorsing her.
Oh, no, his gets better. Mondami's campaign consultant, right? For Mondami, for partner, Lada, Lasher, Valdez, is this guy named Katz, Morris Katz. He's the one that sent a picture of his penis on children's published books. This is a piece of garbage. He handpicked Graham Plattner. This is all about one thing. It's about bringing this communist socialist overtaking of this country. And every one of these congressional candidates are DSA scumbags. Now they're going to be put into Congress. What happened to the Democrats with balls? Where did they all go, Sid? Where are the good Democrats? You're just catalysts. All of a sudden, when you become a scumbag victim, or one of your family members become a victim with these pieces of garbage, what are you going to say then? Why didn't the police do anything? You know why? Because you're the one that's supporting this Mondami scumbag.
That's
and
right.
you know what? You're not taking my city, Mondami. I'm getting real angry. People, you must draw the line in the sand. This is our Waterloo. Remember Waterloo? That little guy, what was his name there? Napoleonic there, whatever his name was? This is our Waterloo, Sid. We got to take this Mondami out. And you know what you got to do? Everybody around him, his whole staff, are all a bunch of socialist, communist scumbags.
That's Bo Dietl. That's why people love this segment. I love him. I really do. On Tuesday when he comes on, I feel so patriotic. I do. And I love this city. Bo loves the city even more than I do. He's bled in this city, right? He's broken bones in this city. So when he comes on, that is real. That's authentic. That's not. He doesn't have to, make that up. He's a good actor, Bo Dietl. He's a great actor, but that's real. And that's why this is a very popular segment. Bo Dietl every Tuesday morning. That was amazing, Bo. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?